climbing's still fun. It just hurts a bit more. Hi friends, we're gonna climb on my period. I literally just got it like 5 minutes ago. It's really painful. We're gonna go to the gym today and see how much I can climb and take you along the ride with me. So extra lethargic today, but let's just see how it goes. So I've just arrived in the parking lot of St. Peter's City Indoor Climbing. I took 2 naproxenic before I came, which is like painkillers for period, if you don't know. And now I feel better, not in that much pain anymore. And it is 30 degrees, so we'll just see how I go. Yeah, I'm kind of excited. Feeling a little bit better because I'm not in pain anymore, but climbing on periods, woohoo! So while I'm warming up, I'll explain the grading at this gym. It's actually pretty straightforward, ranging from 1 being the easiest and 10 being the hardest. It usually takes me a decent amount of time to warm up, and while I'm on my period, I'm generally really cautious about doing any risky moves. I've gotten better at reading easier climbs over time, so you'll see here that I'll opt for some juggy, non-committee moves to ease into the session. Taking the naproxenic was also super helpful, so it hurts less. This yellow climb, which was a 5, was a bit risky because the holds are actually dual text and a little bit slopey, but I decided to give it a go anyway. Luckily, my fingers are no strangers to crimpy climbs, so I was more than willing to give it a try. So I just warmed up and I'm so sweaty. I have given up on climbing and I am the fan is my friend. At least it doesn't hurt because I'm getting sort of distracted by the problems. However, it's so hot that it's hard to stay motivated on trying any problems. This green climb looked kind of interesting because I'd spotted this right heel hook situation, which could be fun. Here's me scoping that out. Never mind, not today. Moving on, I'm always drawn to these red dual text holds because I've had some good experiences with them before. This also looked a bit more approachable than the green climb, so I was more inclined to hop on. As usual, I didn't really read the beta at all, so was definitely thrown off when I had to do the right palm press, and since I was around the arete, I barndoored off. At this stage, I'd forgotten where the features were on the right-hand side, so I ignored them and decided to go directly up to the next left hold, which was not very achievable being around the arete and not having swapped feet here. Yay, we finally made it around the arete. Then I tried this white 7 and the start didn't seem to work out too well for me, so I ended up trying it from the middle. Not ready for whatever commitment that was going to be. Moving on, I've always been scared of this sector because it is steep and we all know how great I am with this style of climbing. Also, being on my period, I definitely wanted to opt for something with somewhat juggy holds. So this gave me a little bit of confidence to try something else steep. Also, this climb just looks very interesting with all these circular holes. Uh-oh, I was underprepared. I didn't feel like committing, so I put this weak ass right heel hook on. Yay, we made that jump. Uh-oh, I wasn't prepared, so you can see me just dangling on for dear life. All good, we made it. The next move is this big commitment to a non-jug, so you can see I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. Obviously, I eventually have no choice but to go for it, and it's not that bad. Except the next move seems to be another bump, and I definitely wasn't feeling ready for that. The height of the wall definitely got the better of me, so no commitment from me here. Onto something a little less steep and more slab to hype myself up a little bit. The truth is, I really didn't trust my left foot for some reason, so it was very hard for me to move anywhere as I didn't want to slip off. It's a bit funny because I tried to go on slab to make myself feel better, but I think I was just defeated in the process. Again, I am not feeling the idea of trusting my feet, so off I go. Yes, brushing to help my mental strength. Not sure if you can really see, but the wall is quite slab, so even standing straight makes me want to barn door a bit to the right. Is it a dino? Okay, cool. I trusted my feet this time. Never mind. The keys seem to be really trusting my feet and moving slowly over to the left so I can eventually end on a mini dynamic pinch move to the left. I did not expect this, but yay, we made it! Oh man, I was so close. Definitely felt too gassed out at this stage to hold on. The slabs are really getting to me. So I am really feeling super pumped. Maybe because I'm not resting enough, but I could not commit just then. And I could really feel just that I am dying. But I was definitely not feeling it just then. Climbing's still fun, it just hurts a bit more. Take a rest.
Oh, and while we're here, I just wanted to let you know that Sugar was sleeping on my lap the whole time I was recording. And she says hello from her sleepy state.
Yay, I found another yellow circle holds climb. It looked kind of flexy, so I was down to give it a shot. This right hand meat wrap allowed for enough room for my left foot to get higher, which really helped. This hold was definitely super slopey, so it took a lot out of me to stay on. Turns out the foot swap was the key to staying under the sloper so I could hang on. Oh damn, getting closer though. Yay, we made it! A good project. Next, I tried yet another yellow climb. I wasn't really feeling it, so bye. Back to steep, but with friendlier holds, jugs and pockets. I really enjoyed this last move where you're forced to cross over and bump left with a right hand, which I rarely do. It felt risky at this height, but it was a good, small commitment for me to go on, especially with the right foot there to support. Moving on to this black climb, which had these black holds that are sort of nice crimps and mini pinches. I didn't really expect it to be so tiring, but it definitely was. The last section was also terrifying because I was so pumped already, but close enough to the end but had no good footholds. So I spent a while freaking out on the climb, only to pretty much land back in the same place that I was before and then being forced to commit at the very end. Phew! I was tired but proud of myself that I committed, and I was definitely very, very exhausted and drained. Yay, we made it! Piggybacking off this newly developed sense of confidence from the last climb, I have decided to venture back to see if I could commit to the last move here as well. I was pretty anxious to try, but I knew that I should give it one more go. This time it felt way easier, but I guess it's just what happens when you believe in yourself, right? A lesson I relearn every time I climb, lol. Honestly, I was on a roll here, so I went back to this climb to see if I could keep the sense going. made it! Honestly, it's insane how much a mindset shift can just override any fear, so that definitely really helps. Then Yossi convinced me to try this slabby 9 climb with him, and I was on such a high from myself that I was like, why not?
Here's me trying it out for the first time. The trickiest part was trying to get to this really bad hold further up, and I don't know whether it was supposed to be a little bit dynamic or what, but I just couldn't reach it, so we're just trying to figure out how to get closer to that next hold. Okay, Yossi kind of figured it out. Oh damn, so close! Felt like it was so hard for me to commit because my left foot was on this bad sloper and I did not want to slip off it as per usual. And as soon as you get up to that height also, you just fall backwards because your feet are not great and you're going to something that's a little bit dynamic. So it was definitely a challenge, but it was kind of fun at the same time as well to work it out together. Okay, I give up, so I'm just gonna try from a good hold. Okay, and even then it didn't really help because everything felt a little too far away and a little too not nice. But I guess that's why it's level 9, not level 1. That is the end of the session. I think I'm cooked now. Turns out that I can climb probably just the same amount when I'm on my period than I am off my period. I feel like it's more of a mental thing. I focused too much on the pain, but then I started getting distracted by all the other climbs. And so I stopped thinking about the pain and then the pain went away. But then every time I sat down and I was like, oh no, I'm on my period, like I can't commit. I would kind of give myself a bit of an excuse, but I do try not to push myself too hard when I'm on my period. But I'm pretty proud of myself today. Can't complain. Did as many things as I could. Worked some steep. Did some slab. Yeah.